Alright, so for my level, I've created what looks like a high-tech laboratory area for the player to test out this piece of technology that they've been giving. Obviously, this area is the introduction area where the player can safely practice the mechanic of switching between the filters. There's no way forward but through the green block here, so the player has to hit the E button, make it disappear, and move on through. The next room is the maze area here, which is the area for the player to test out the mechanic in a safe environment, but adds a little bit of complexity. But going through the main area, there is a few different branching paths for the player to try, and kind of test out the filter switch mechanic. As the player moves through the area, they become more comfortable with knowing, red means hit the Q button, green means hit the E button, moving all the way through. Again, we have a door blocked by a cube to force the player to switch to move through it. Here is kind of an empty room to give the player more of a chance to contemplate the kind of the area they've been put in. It's shiny and reflective and smooth. It's clearly man-made, but it's outdoors, so it kind of lends an air of mystery for the player. And these high-tech looking gate areas are something that isn't explained and will be an indicator that it's not a natural environment that they're set up in. As they move through that area, they'll reach the stairs here, and as they progress up them, they'll notice that there isn't any ground anymore. The safety nets come off, and it's the player by themselves now. This is the twist segment of the level, where the player has to not only switch between different modes, but also jump and switch at the same time until they reach the platform area up here, where they can see this pillar in the distance, which is a clear marker of the endpoint of the level. But the way to get there is by taking these leaps of faith onto the platforms where they remember them being, but having to switch to different modes in order to catch themselves from falling. And then once they have mastered that and gotten to the end of the field, they've reached this sort of high-tech end area, and they would be teleported into the next level.